properly with NATO, with the United States cooperation, overthrew the Qaddafi regime in Libya, what message will we send it, whether we intended to send it or not? Qaddafi is a terrible guy who, since 2003, gave up his nuclear weapons program, brought in the inspectors, and agreed to cooperate, and did cooperate with the United States and others since about 2003. He was a terrible tyrant at home, granted, but he cooperated abroad. We invaded him and overthrew his regime anyway. The message sent, if there's any mullah in Tehran thinking maybe the sanctions are too tough, maybe we really shouldn't get nuclear weapons, maybe, you know, we don't need them so much, we just say, yes, you need them. Yes, you need them. The only insurance you have against NATO or the United States intervening militarily against your regime is nuclear weapons. We don't fool around with North Korea no matter how bad they are because they have nuclear weapons. Gaddafi, terrible guy, but behaving himself abroad, we fooled around with. We just sent the message that you should get nuclear weapons if you want assurance that the Western powers will not overthrow your regime. Very bad message to send. What it means is that it will be much more difficult for the sanctions to work because they'll be more determined to get nuclear weapons from their view to protect themselves against the potential NATO or American military intervention. And it increases the likelihood that the only thing that will stop them from getting nuclear weapons is Israeli or American nuclear action, nuclear American or Israeli military action, which may be necessary, and may be more necessary because of what we did. So I think what we did was not a good idea, and it made the situation worse, and it made it more dangerous. And we will have to consider more likely the idea of military intervention, which will come if it comes at a very, very high price.